Hello YouTube, this is Naman. Welcome to my channel, Make Me Think Harder. Traveling to Oklahoma City. Yep, I'm here already at Oklahoma City. I'm re-recording this because a lot of road noise, a lot of things were happening, I couldn't concentrate. Today is November 2nd, almost November 3rd. I already voted. Go out there and vote. No matter who you are voting for, go out there and vote. Go USA. Today I want to talk about fake news, logic, and characters of our leaders. Logic tells me that person who calls out fake news comes from weaker position. Here's what I mean. All media tells some truth and some lies. There are fake news and there are real news, and all media does that. It's more believable that way if you have some grain of truth in your news, right? But if someone calls out fake news and work with only the lies they find, you essentially have turned off the light. Here's what I mean. Let's say you're blind. Blind person has disadvantage over person who has sight, right? So if you're a disadvantage like that, what do? Let's say you're in a dark room with the lights on. What do? You turn off the light. You have even the playing field. Someone who turns out the news and call it fake news is the one who's at disadvantage, in my opinion. And that's my logic, Of course, it may not be true, but some of my thinking says, hey, look, someone is calling for fake news. That person is in a weaker position because news doesn't favor him, right? He has evened the playing field by turning off the light. Now, he has created this scenario. Person on the right relies on Fox News because it's leaning right. Person on the left, let's say, relies on CNN because it leans left. They are both supported by mega corporation, and we all don't trust mega corporations, right? So that's what we agree on. We don't trust mega corporations, and mega corporations are both supporting CNN and Fox News, right? Okay. Let's agree that sometimes these guys tell the truth, sometimes these guys tell the truth, sometimes they lie, and sometimes that. Degree of lies we don't agree with, but we can agree because this is very important. What we agree on is more important than what we disagree on. So let's agree on that these two guys both tell lies and truth sometimes. What I noticed about this particular leader A, I'm going to call him leader A, I'm not going to name names. This particular leader A has a support from the right. And often they rely on news, facts, and data from Fox News, QAnon, Rush Limbaugh on radio stations, and so on. Leader B is supported by people on the left, and people on the left get their news and information from CNN, for instance. Let's say these two supporters argue with each other. Supporter A says, hey, look, leader A is an asshole, but he has great policies. supporter B says, yeah, he's an asshole. We agree on that. But his policy sucks. So supporter A says, supporter who's supposed leader A says, hey, look, the Fox News says this particular person has policy X, and that policy X will do A and B. Grade A, grade B. It will do those things. The supporters for the B side says, that's fake news. CNN says his policy X will do C and D, which would be worse for our country. Supporter A says, that's fake news. You're calling each other fake news. What have you agreed on so far? You agreed that leader A is an asshole. In midst of fake news, what we agree is most important thing. However small they may be. And how we evaluate character is most important thing. I think we can easily evaluate characters no matter what news program this person is featured in. So character matters the most. Logic tells me in midst of fake news, character matters. What we agree on matters. Do you agree that leader A has a character flaw? If we do agree on that, that's the most important thing. Till next time, Naman out.